What is up, everyone? I hope everyone's enjoyed their day so far. I just got off work a little bit ago, so yeah. Let's go ahead and watch this video. We got ourselves a banger from Tim Pool, the Tim Pool Show. Here it is, everyone.
It wasn't that long ago. We had a story about a CBP agent stopping a vehicle in the Northeast, and it was a vehicle full of extremists from this group called the Zizians. And they killed the guy. They killed this guy. He's a law enforcement officer. He's stopping them, trying to figure out what's going on, and they killed him. We also all know about the story of Lake and Riley. This young woman went out for a run, and a man tried to rape her, and she fought back. So he bludgeoned her to death. After each of these incidents, there were no riots. There was an ambush terror attack at an ICE facility. These leftist extremists showed up outside protesting, throwing fireworks, at least it appeared to be a protest. And when law enforcement came out, a man hiding in the woods opened fire on them. There's another incident, of course, you know about, where a man was on top of a roof and used a rifle to shoot at vehicles.
These people are
killing.
Yeah, these people are crazy.
Detainees. So ICE on edge. These agents, CBP, HSI, these other agencies, they go out to enforce the law, and they are on edge, having faced down terror attacks all throughout the last year and killings. And now we can see these protests all over Minnesota. We can see the social media commentary from individuals who have no idea what's going on, don't care, or are ideologically possessed. And I've been thinking a lot about it. Largely because there's this fight on the right and everyone's ripping each other to shreds. And without a unified front, we face being crushed in this country by, let's just be honest, the ignorant masses or the zealous death cults, which overlap with each other. And there's a lot of liberals and a lot of regular people who are going to be upset about the ICE shooting in Minnesota, who are going to be upset as to how I'm describing things. The challenge I find is that when you have these conversations with liberals or people who are possessed by these ideas, they're not interested in facts, perspectives. They're not interested in democracy. And that's really what I'm getting at with this video and why I'm doing this weird video. I don't normally do videos like this, but I've had a lot on my mind. I'm looking at the movement, the quest, the question, what are we doing, why are we doing it? And I just have been thinking a lot about the past couple of years, what motivates us. And I mean that by people who produce content. Obviously, there's a lot of grifters out there, and it seems that people are more interested in fighting or getting clicks than talking about the issues that we are facing in this country. But I will say this, what motivates me? Well, it's always truth. What is? Not what do I want to be, but what is. And we have a horrifying moment that just took place in Minnesota. And there's a question over what is the truth.
And there we go, guys.
Unfortunately, emotions run hot. And I would argue that most people operate solely emotionally. And thus, you're going to end up with people who don't know, don't care. They just hate. They are enraged. I will add, before I talk about the shooting and where it goes, obviously, I will add, there are people posting meme videos mocking the woman who died, mocking the woman's wife, and I find that wholly inappropriate.
That is inappropriate.
You know, I look at who's doing it, and of course, there's not high-profile conservative personalities for the most part mocking this woman for dying or anything like that, but sometimes, a little bit. I say this wrong, but there are a lot of smaller accounts, and you know, on Instagram they're making AI videos mocking her, and I don't think that solves anything. In fact, it seeks to inflame things. And so the question then becomes, in this ICE shooting, when this woman died, this woman Renee Good, should she have been shot? And the answer is, of course, a resounding no. Now, however, there are a lot of people on the right who probably say yes. And, well, you have to ask yourself why they would. Unfortunately, I think with the ideological possession that we are seeing of people on the left, they're not going to ask that question for the most part. And individuals who are not overtly political, who don't understand what's going on, are going to just choose one side over the other without actually understanding what's going on. But there is an actual question as to whether or not Jonathan Ross, this is the ICE agent, his name has been plastered everywhere, I'm not doxing him, was he justified? So the first thing that I will say, seeing where we are now and the protests, the riots, he should not have shot her. I mean, I felt that the moment I saw it, but there are still questions of what we think we would do and what is true. So right now we're looking at a one screen, two movies phenomenon. That's a Scott Adams quote. He said, there's one screen, but there are two different movies playing at the same time. Well, I will say this. I think it's fair to say that there's going to be a bias factor. I voted for Donald Trump. I voted for law enforcement to stop the crime and the illegal immigration. And so I am sympathetic to a man who is fearing for his life and taking action to protect it.
Yeah. There we go. And unfortunately, the left does not want to accept that the man was fearing for his life and acted accordingly. As you guys saw I'm pretty sure you guys will see this soon enough. Again, where is the video that I watched of that situation? There we go. I want you to watch this.
Dropping video where one of these idiots is...
This is from Jeremy Hambly, formerly The Quartering.
I'm going to be armed next time I come here. Probably not good to be on tape for that. Also, the federal government is surging 1,000 additional Border Patrol and Custom agents heading to Minneapolis right now. I think that number should be 10,000, 50,000. Shock and awe is the only way to deal with this. And I know I've been hitting the coffee hard this weekend. You won't hear about coffee all week.
I don't even think those numbers will work. These people that are doing these protests are crazy. They are mentally unstable and they don't care what the numbers are. They're going to do it. They're just going to be protesting and they're going to be causing all sorts of chaos until they get what they want, period.
But I do want to thank everyone who's picked some up from our Amazon store. I'll leave a link in the description. I mean, you can buy it from coffeebrandcoffee.com too, but if you buy it from Amazon, you can do the subscribe and save another $1 per bag and have it delivered. I highly, highly recommend our special flavors: the gingerbread, the hot butter rum, the vanilla sugar cookie, blueberry cobbler, butterscotch toffee, strawberries and cream.
Oh, those flavors sound good.
Regular dark roast, regular Colombian roast.
Those sound incredible.
Dark roast. We have tiger's blood.
The roast, not so much, but the flavors at the top.
That's the honest truth.
The flavors at the top sounded incredible.
But you know what? You sell 1,000 bags a month. That's not so bad. And obviously, I'm hoping if you've already bought from Amazon, please come back and leave a review because reviews are extremely, extremely important. And
let's get back. Let's get to the actual event.
Beers, coffee, any of that kind of crap. But anyway, radical leftist extremists at the ICE facility threatens violence against...
This part's going to be rather shocking, guys. I want you guys to hear it.
Chess agents. Oh, okay. Another obese guy. Why are they all fat?
Cause. And,
you want to talk.
People for trying to flee and for obeying a command to leave the area.
No, that's not what it was.
Face like that.
No, that is not what happened. No. That is not what happened.
She drops her kid off at school.
She did not drop her kid off at school. There was no kid there.
That shows you how powerful the propaganda machine is. None of what he said is true. The story he just weaved was she had just dropped her kid off at school and she just shot her in the face for no reason.
Which is not what happened.
We have to show up with guns. We have to. There's no
Look at that.
way around it. I don't care if I don't have a Minnesota carry.
You hear that?
I'm unarmed right now. But
so he's not even from Minnesota. Doesn't it sound like he's not from Minnesota? Why would he... If I was talking about having a carry permit in Wisconsin, I'm from Wisconsin, I would just say I don't have a carry permit. I would not specify that I don't have one in Wisconsin if I live there. It's my opinion that this guy doesn't even live in Minnesota.
But this is the last time I show up to face these guys without a weapon. There's no...
So next time he comes, he's going to be armed, he said. This is a paid agitator. 100%.
Yep.
No way. I got shot with a pepper ball 5 minutes after walking in here. I never laid a finger on them. I never raised a hand to them. I've only been using my voice. The time for
I doubt that.
over. The time for niceties is over.
Oh, okay.
The time for peace is over. They fired the first shot. It is time to end
No.
this shit by any...
Wrong. It's these leftists that fired the first shot. And they did it years ago.
necessary.
I mean, this guy is openly saying that he's openly calling for people to shoot ICE. Isn't that? I mean, I'm not crazy. Isn't that what he's saying? Isn't that what he's saying?
Yeah, it is. That is exactly what he's saying.
Talking about, potentially going to a dark place in this country. Do you foresee that?
We're there. This is the dark place.
No, it's not.
We have people being sent.
This guy is pushing it in the into a dark place. We're not in that dark place yet.
Salvadorian.
We're dangerously close, though.
We got
What?
Other countries being raided for their oil. We're in the dark time. There's no way out.
Raided for their oil.
There's no.
No,
he's gotta be
they're
a
not.
agitator.
We have
There's
trade
no
agreements.
way that a real.
They're not being raided. We have trade agreements with them. Come on.
Let me just be honest. Do I think that there are people on the left that think like this? 1,000%. Okay.
Yep.
1,000%. But they are not stupid enough to be saying it in front of a camera like this.
No. This is the first one I've seen that's stupid enough to say that openly on camera like that.
No way they're this stupid. I know they're stupid, but there's no way they're this stupid.
Voting our way out of this. We can't wait till November. There's no waiting to the ballot box. We need to get to the bullet box.
The bullet
That's
box.
the only way. If there was another way, I'd be advocating for it. I've spoken peacefully. I've marched peacefully. I marched without Sharpton. I marched on Washington. I've been...
You marched on Washington. Now you're in Minnesota. Now you're in Minnesota. Pretty sure that this guy is a paid agitator, and he just goes wherever he is paid to go across the country. The Feds should be looking into this guy 100%. Either that or he's CIA.
been peaceful. I've acted peacefully. The time for peace is over.
He's literally calling for violence.
Time.
Yep. He is.
Any means necessary is right now.
I mean, that's a powerful, powerful message that you're delivering.
And this guy's just egging him on. That's a powerful message. No, it's not. It's an illegal message. And by the way, ICE does not care. Minnesota, look at all these more chunky white girls. ICE agents are now just storming homes anyway. You have to go back. You have to go back.
Sir, settle down.
You have to. Sorry, you have to go back. Can we call? These white people are doing shit. Are you okay?
Back up, please. Back up.
They're not doing anything because they know they can't.
Oh, I want you there. By the way, later in this video, there's like a lone patriot in there making fun of these idiots. Where is he? This guy. No, not this guy. He looks like a soy boy.
2 other fucking kids.
Oh no. Shouldn't be in this country legally. Pretty clear.
Fuck out of our state.
Where's this guy? Some neighbor gets sick of these tards. Hold on. Here he is.
Like you would like it in the back, you fucking weirdo.
That guy, yeah. He's a weirdo.
Every one of these girls is overweight.
Yep. Even that one's overweight, as you can see.
Yeah, so this idea that everybody in Minneapolis is like going arm in arm saying, oh, this is great, you know, everyone is, no. And by the way, this is, you know, they're terrorizing downtown Minneapolis and there's no police in sight. None.
Yeah. It's because the city mayor.
Surrendered an entire city block to the left.
It's because the city mayor and the governor are all leftists. They're all Democrats. They support all this craziness.
Brought out pop.
All the mayor and governor are saying is get the fuck out of Minnesota. And the mayor, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. Well, one problem with that. It's not happening. ICE, they may be police, but they're on a federal level. So no, they are not going anywhere. They answer directly to the president.
Pan, spatula, musical instruments to make as much noise as possible so police can't get any sleep at the hotel.
Yeah, they're doing that too.
I don't even know if ICE is actually there. This is via Fox News, by the way, and this is what you do.
Yeah. Shows you how crazy they are.
Surging them in.
But first, breaking tonight, it's been another day of protests in Minneapolis following Wednesday's shooting of a female driver by an immigration agent. Tonight we have newly released video from the...
And this is the video I watched the other day.
Showing what happened from his perspective. Also tonight, there continues to be a turf battle over investigations into that incident.
Drive, baby, drive, Dad.
And Fox News is told by multiple Homeland Security sources that roughly 1,000 additional Border Patrol...
Look at that. You see what happened?
Are headed
she knew he was there and she hit him.
1,000 additional. I love it.
That woman knew that ICE agent was there in front of her vehicle and she drove forward anyways. And guess what? Her wife encouraged it.
I think that they should send... Honestly, if they were really going to be doing this, I think that they should change their approach. I don't know how many total ICE agents they have, how many immigration agents they have, but you should just send them all into one state at a time and completely overwhelm it and then leave. So you go to Minneapolis and you deport 5...
Yeah, and the moment they leave, it's going to go right back to the way it was.
People, and then you leave. And then you go to Portland and you do the same thing. Instead of this spreading them out.
Again, the moment they leave, these leftists are going to go right back to doing this stupid crap.
Literally move them in and out on semi-trucks and just flood the city to its brim. Just send in everybody at once.
Night. Correspondent Garrett Tenney starts us off from Minneapolis with the latest. Good evening, Garrett.
Brett, good evening. This new video showing the officer's point of view leading...
And the interesting thing is, yeah, you heard what he said. You heard what the guy said at the beginning of the video, right? Spinning that little story to the woman who had just dropped off her kid and was trying to leave. Trying to flee the area. That's not what happened. So I'm going to say this. They clearly are rejecting the truth. They will not accept that. They won't accept that they're responsible. They just want to keep spinning their own stories and rejecting the truth. This is why I don't support the left. Not like I did during Obama and Biden. And my old roommate, yeah, he claimed to respect my political beliefs. Well, I don't think he does. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this informative. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you next time. Peace.